Terrier fans, hello. This is John Wagner with Terrier Sports Network, and I am here with the newest men's volleyball head coach at St. Francis, Brooklyn, Justin Beaumont. Justin, welcome to the family. Good to talk to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So this is a new position for Justin. He's been with the program for the past 2 seasons as a volunteer assistant coach with the women's volleyball team. But Justin, tell me what this means for you to be now the head coach on the men's team.
This is just a fantastic opportunity for where I'm at in my life, my coaching career. I think this is the right time. I've been doing this for a pretty long time now. I've been everywhere you can imagine coaching this game at every level, and I think I have a lot to offer for the men's volleyball community, especially in the Northeast and here at St. Francis. So I'm really excited.
Now, your relationship with Director of Volleyball, Amable Martinez, goes back a long time. What is it like to be working with him now on a sort of one-to-one basis as the two head coaches of the women's and the men's teams?
Yeah, that's a great question. Amable and I started working together over a decade ago. So when it comes to chemistry, we've known each other's ins and outs as well as anybody. But he's a mentor of mine. He's somebody that I look up to. I consider him family. So to be able to do this with someone like that close to you is just an opportunity of a lifetime. And I think we're going to create and produce some really successful teams, but also great experiences for our student athletes.
Now, you mentioned your relationship with Amable goes back a long time. So does your coaching career. This man started coaching when he was still a student athlete at New Jersey City. Tell me a little bit about what that experience was like and how, your career has sort of evolved that brought you here to St. Francis.
Sure, yeah. I mean, coaching women's volleyball at Felician College in 2011 as a senior was a really cool first opportunity. And I think that jump-started my confidence. It gave me a lot of confidence to say, hey, there's kids out there that are willing to listen. If you're willing to put in the time and the effort to coach them, they'll embrace it. And I think that was just the perfect jump start to it. And, fast forward now, 11 years later, it's kind of, it's evolved into so much more than that and just giving back to the community and being a part of a lot of youth volleyball.
What have you seen from this program as you've kind of been around with the women's program and been related, associated with St. Francis here for a little bit?
Sure, I think we have really talented players on our team already. So we just have to find the other pieces to that puzzle and put them in, and I think that already makes us competitive, especially in the Northeast Conference, moving from the EIVA. So I think we have a good basis here. The foundation is set, and we just have to plug in those next puzzle pieces, and I can't wait to see where we take it, because I think there's so many positive resources that we haven't utilized yet that I think I'm going to take advantage of for sure.
Now, as Justin mentioned, this is going to be the first season for men's volleyball sponsored by the Northeast Conference that St. Francis is a member of for nearly all of its other sports, but a first for men's volleyball. So how do you see St. Francis fitting into the picture of making the NEC a competitor in the larger Division I men's volleyball scene?
That's a really good question. I think right away, bringing teams like Sacred Heart and St. Francis, PA, and then us, LIU, that already have pretty competitive programs, is a great foundation for the NEC conference for men's volleyball. And recruiting is going to be a really important part of the Northeast Conference for men's volleyball, because it's a new conference with a lot of new faces, and I think we have a really good opportunity to bring some higher recruits into this area of the country. There's some beautiful campuses in this conference, and I think the NEC has so much to offer.
Now, tell me a little bit about how you would describe your coaching style. What can our fans expect, and what can our student athletes expect as you kind of take over this team into the season?
Sure. I think anybody who knows me personally would tell you I'm a high energy, very competitive, tough coach. I'm a basketball guy first growing up, and then a volleyball guy. So being around basketball coaches my whole life made it more of that old school hard grit. But I've evolved into a much more laid back, let's talk about it and come to an agreement kind of coach. And I think for student athletes that are looking to become a St. Francis Terrier, I would say we're gonna be tough on you, but we want this to be the most enjoyable 4 years of your life. And every day in the gym should be the happiest 2 hours of your day. You have so many other things going on in your life that I think volleyball should be the fun part. So just to sum up that question, I would say fun, but disciplined and motivated.
Yeah, absolutely. The student-athlete experience, all about making a well-rounded student-athlete person, community member. So looking forward to all of those things with you. And I'll end on this. What do you think it takes to be successful with this team and in your first season as a head coach here at St. Francis?
Love. If we love each other and we have each other's backs and we become brothers, skills don't even have to be top tier. I think if we're willing to fight every single match, every single point, the rest will kind of figure itself out. And that's a big part of my culture, and it's going to be an important part of my recruiting. I want to recruit and develop good character kids. If you have a good character, a strong character, and you're actually a good person, you're going to go a long way in my program. And I think as a team, we're automatically going to be successful if we can do that. If we can present ourselves as great people, I think the volleyball stuff will work itself out.
Well, Justin, obviously you come in with a lot of high praise from Amable and a lot of members of the women's volleyball team. So we're looking forward to your first season in charge with the men's team, and best of luck. Look forward to seeing you out there.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right.
Absolutely.